Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a game review for the Hawthorn versus Collingwood game. So let's get into it. So, a lot of emotions, I guess, after last night's game. It was obviously a draw. We should have lost, we should have won. We were the better team all over the stats. We had plus 75 disposals, plus 19 hitouts, plus 16 clearances, plus 14 clearances from the centre, plus 9 marks, plus 5 tackles from forward 50, plus 10 scoring shots, and plus 28 inside 50s. We just didn't dominate goal efficiency. We were minus 23 on goal efficiency. Excuse me there. Minus 23 on goal efficiency. So, yeah, we were better all over the ground. That was one of the worst performances I've seen Hawthorn put up in a very long time. Since the start of 2024. Even then, I think this was worse. We couldn't hit a target going forward around the ground with handballs, anything. We just didn't play how we wanted to be playing. We looked tired, and you can't use the 5-day break as an excuse. They had a 5-day break as well. So there's, we were just terrible on the night. And we made them look good. It was still a draw in the end. To play, I guess that's one of the only positives we can take out from last night was that we played, shocking, and we still ended up with a draw. We still, got away with the 2 points. So I guess that's a positive we can take out. There was a lot of good players for our team. Not a lot. There was some good players, and there was a lot of bad players. Start with Weddle. He needs to go on the VFL. He just can't do anything. He can take a mark. He can't do anything with that. He wasn't that great. It was shocking, honestly. He went up for that mark in the fourth quarter. I don't remember on who. Maybe it was Lockie Schultz. And the ball was clearly flying 15 metres over his head, and he's still gone for a mark and given away a push in the back free kick. He's just terrible. He needs a spell in the VFL. Bring someone, McCabe, Bramston, bring him in. I don't even care. Maybe bring Morrison back in for Freo. Who knows? Jack Gunston, almost missing last night. He didn't play a great game either. Fourth quarter, almost had a shot on goal from the pocket, and he just kicked out on the full. It's terrible. I mean, he had that one goal which was disallowed because of touched, but other than that, he didn't really do anything. So on a player's end, they didn't really play that great. I'll say the MVP at the end, but Connor McDonald played really well. Impey played really well. Wizard obviously played excellent. Hardwick did well. Sisley did well. They were probably the main people. I think Josh Ward wasn't too bad. It was just who was around him. John Newcomb wasn't too bad. He had a fair few clearances as well. So, we didn't... I don't know how we played so bad and then still ended up with a draw. I mean, I'll take it. Dylan Moore after the siren. He was... it didn't have a really big impact on the game. But, to kick a goal after the siren to draw the game, that was pretty good from him. I don't know. I didn't know whether to be excited or whether to be... I don't know. I was just happy that we got away with not losing, and, that stuff won't fly against Freo next week. They were a much better team, and they will, put us to bed if we do anything like that again. So, yeah, surely we will, have something better from that. I want to talk about the free kicks as well. So let's get over that. So there was a free kick at the end. I'll put some vision of it on the screen. There was a free kick that should have been paid to Watson, and I'll show it now, where Billy Frampton picks up the ball, he runs in, and Watson tackles him, holding the ball, he throws it up into the air, and nothing. Quaynor just runs away with it, which then led to it going up the ground, still side bottom, getting the ball about 60 metres out. Ken McKenzie runs past about 15 metres out. I'll put a picture of that on screen as well, and that was 50 metres, and then ended up giving them a goal. And that put them up to 93, we were on 86, and that was about with 4 minutes 40 left, I'm pretty sure. The umpiring was terrible. I'm not going to say it went against us all night, because there was bad calls for both teams. I did feel like we did get stiffed with a few that weren't paid. Yeah, but I mean, you can't blame that on the umpires. We played bad. You could see the skills around the ground. We just couldn't hit a target. Going inside 50, obviously our inside 50 efficiency was just terrible. You know, went in there 64 times and, you know, only had 13 goals from 60, what was it, 62 entries, 64, I think it was 62 entries, and we only scored like 13 goals, which was terrible. And they went in, it felt like every time they went in, they scored a goal compared to us. I don't know what the stat was, but I think 7 times that they kicked the goal, we responded with a point. 7 times. They went up there, they kicked the goal, and we responded with a point. 7 points for every goal. That was terrible. We kicked, 15 behinds? That's usual. We kick that every week. But goals are usually, you know, it's a positive ratio, goals to behinds. Wasn't here, was it? So it was just pretty bad to see. You know, it was a very frustrating game. It was like, it felt like every time we got within a goal, they'd kick 2. And then we'd kick another one, they'd kick another 2. And they were always just that in front. You know, there was a point in the second quarter, I was like, damn, they're going to win by like 50 points. You know, they run away with this, where we're playing shocking. Yeah, Connor Nash did a few uncharacteristic things. Obviously, Gunston, Weddle. Battle looked off. He didn't look like he knew what he was doing, to be honest. Barras looked so lost. Usually there are 2 really good key defenders there, Barras and Battle. And Barras looked lost. There was a contest in the 4th quarter and the ball was coming in. He was like turning around doing circles. And then he, you know, was too slow to get to the drop of the ball and ended up in a Collingwood goal, I'm pretty sure. It's just not good enough, you know, from our, you know, top tier players for them just to, you know, just kind of, you know, whatever. I almost thought we were tanking. I doubt we were, but it almost looked like we were just not trying so we could be fully rested against Freo next week. But there's nothing, there's no excuse. Sam Mitchell, it's up to the players, up to the coaching staff to get out there during the week and, you know, put it to the players and be like, do you want to win this or not? Do you want to win it all? Because they're going to have to step up from that. Bright side, it's early in the season. There's still plenty of time to go in the season. It's only a draw, it's not even a loss. You know, some people are over dramatic. I could be over dramatic about this, but, you know, obviously you don't want to be playing your best footy right now. You just need to be competing. It's what we did. But we made Collingwood look so good that was one of our worst performances, and they're still tied with us. Like, that, I don't even know. And obviously, yeah, the free kick we got after the siren was there. I don't know why I'm hearing Collingwood fans saying that it wasn't there, and we're lucky to get that. Every day of the week, that was there. So I don't know what they were on about, but have it your way, I guess. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say. It was just, there's a lot of emotions. It was a very weird feeling walking out of there with, you know, a draw. I've never been to a draw before. It was weird, but whatever. We'll take the 2 points over nothing. So hopefully next week is a better result against Freo, and, you know, we can conjure something there. Hopefully a good win, but we'll see if we play like that again. Absolutely not. But yeah, the MVP this week, my MVP, was Connor McDonald. 28 disposals, 3 goals, 9 score involvements. He was just elite, you know. He kicked those 2 fast goals there in the, 3rd quarter, start of the 4th quarter. Brought us back into it. He was really great. You know, he's looking to be a really great player, really great young kid, obviously. Forward and midfield, he's incredible. So he's my MVP this week. There'll be an MVP next week as well, and every other week following. So stay tuned for that. That'll be all. Wait for the match preview for Hawthorn versus Fremantle. That'll come out Wednesday-ish. And then a review after that. So stay tuned. Hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe if you want more. And thanks for watching. See ya.